70 million. Back to Francois's client at $370 million, ladies and gentlemen. 400 million. $400 million is the bid. Here in the sale room at 400 million with Alex Rotter. The bid is here at $400 million. For the Salvator Mundi at 400 million.
In 2019, Salvator Mundi broke the record of the most expensive painting in the world with a final price of $450 million. An extraordinary amount of money. And since then, controversy has mounted around the piece. But what is the meaning of this artwork? What Leonardo wanted to transmit in this work? Please join me next to find out. We will start with the robe. The colors have been chosen very carefully. A typical image in modern days is to see Jesus with a white robe. The white symbolizes holiness. In this case, Da Vinci doesn't deny the holiness of Christ, as we can see a white sleeve in his right arm. But he doesn't focus on that. The emphasis is in the blue robe. The blue color, since remote ages, is used to represent divinity, like we can appreciate in the image of Shiva or Vishnu, or even Krishna, which is the incarnation of Vishnu. In secret symbolism, the blue always represents divinity. We can appreciate this in other paintings of Leonardo, when he dressed the Virgin also in blue, divinizing the figure of the Virgin Mary. You will find the same reference in many other religious paintings, like the work of Masaccio or Memmi. So Leonardo is presenting Jesus not as a role model, but as a man god, a divinity. This is Leonardo's interpretation of the face of God. Now please let me draw your attention into the orb. This is a sphere Christ is holding in his left hand. An orb is a symbolism of creation, and in Christian art is often held by God the Father. So this orb is also an exaltation of Christ, expressing his divine royalty. The orb is transparent, made of glass, very similar to an old lamp, symbolizing the world as a lamp when the only light is Jesus. Actually, if we look at the painting from a certain distance, we will observe that the figure of Christ is actually shining. You will notice the hair of Jesus is almost blonde in order to contrast into light. This is a clear reference of the Gospel of John, when the apostle described Jesus as the light of mankind.
In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. John 1-4.
Da Vinci is presenting Jesus as the light of creation. The background of the piece is completely dark. This is another reference of John, describing Jesus as the light in the darkness.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome. John 1-5.
If we look closer to the orb, we will find other little lights on, looking like stars. This symbolizes the believers, a reference of the Gospel of Matthew.
Let your light shine before others. Matthew 5:16.
Now please, let me draw your attention into the right hand of Jesus. On first impression, it looks like he's doing the sign of the cross. But if we look closer, we'll notice this is not the sign he's doing. So what is the meaning of this? One more time, Leonardo is using secret symbolism. If we go to the first chapter of the Bible, the Genesis, we'll find the scripture emphasis only in two trees, the tree of life and the tree of good and evil. Those two are opposite. The analogy of a tree representing a government is not exclusive to Christianity. We'll find this in many other cultures. In the Viking mythology, the universe has the form of a tree, known as the Yggdrasil, who holds the 9 worlds. Back to the Bible, the tree of good and evil represents the government of the devil. One hand pointing up, meaning good, and the other hand pointing down, meaning evil. You will find this reference in many other representations of demons, even from ancient times, like the Pazuzu statues. One arm pointing up and the other pointing down. In the legend of the coin gift from David to Solomon, when Asmodeus, the prince of demons, deceives Solomon, we'll find exactly the same references.
The demon stood before him, with one of its wings touching the sky and the other pointing towards the earth.
Although in alchemy they have another meaning for this symbolism. On the other hand, the tree of life is the government of the light, and in Christianity represents Jesus. The sign of the tree of life is what are we seeing here. The middle and the index finger are crossed in the form of a tree branch. This is the symbol of the tree. His middle finger and thumb are forming a perfect oval circle. This is the symbol of life. You will see the same oval circle in the key of life. So Leonardo is presenting Christ as the tree of life. This artwork is a complete divinization of the image of Jesus. This is Leonardo's interpretation of the face of God. Personally, I believe this is the beauty of the art of Da Vinci. His paintings look simple, but they have such deep messages. This is why they have inspired all kinds of conspiracy theories and will continue across the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. I am Lord Murdoch, and until next time.